Hey, listen to the man.
Rap Godfather.
Payback.
Ok, fai in inglese o in italiano?
Quanto parlo in inglese? Come on, hands up. Alright, let's try to, you know, ho visto questa presentazione bellissima di Sara, che ha detto per fare un'impresa di nuova generazione
Ok.
hai bisogno di questi...
So from now on we're going to speak English.
E un altro.
Ok,
Allora facciamo in English questo.
perfetto, fantastico, ti ringrazio.
Dimmi quando sono... Right? Alright, time. Time is ticking constantly, okay? Has always been. In fact, time is the constant spectator of the evolution of our planet. So, planet Earth is 4.54 billion years old. Now, what's interesting is that during the last years, we have seen the rise of a new world, a digital world, which compared to the first one, of course, is a baby. It's less than 100 years old. We start with the ARPANET, and then the Internet, the one we use in our everyday life and jobs, which came around in the 90s. So if you look at our planet, the primary cause of extinction has always been the inability of species to evolve, okay, and adapt to environmental changes. If we zoom in to a 500 million years, you can see that species on this planet always face mass extinctions, where the yellow dots or arrows are pointing. So in 2008, Brian Solis came up with this nice prism, and he listed some of the companies in 2008. You can find an updated version also this year. And these companies were online companies. Nowadays, some of these companies are not existing anymore, went out of business and faced digital extinctions. What is this? Anybody can tell? This is not a Christmas card, all right? This is a screenshot from an early stage form of digital life. Okay, it's a website from the 90s. It could be compared to a cephalopod, and which basically is one of the early forms of life we had in this planet, and that basically gave, let's say, the start to all the other evolution stages of other forms of life. Nowadays, on life, we've gone a long way, and we have more than websites. Forget about websites. We don't have websites anymore. We have digital brains that people use, okay, and connect to achieve objectives, okay? So this is our brain. It's divided maybe in 3 parts, and it takes care of vital function, reflexes, eyes, ears, and then a forebrain, logic and creative. I'm sure you heard the story. Digital brains, websites, work pretty much in the same way. In fact, you have vital files for having the website running, then forms, widgets, and the functionality and design of a website. Well, if we look at the factors that change things in our digital timeline, are always the same. New species come around or environmental changes. Remember the shift from Facebook, MySpace to Facebook, or new technologies that came around? Well, if you want to ignore digital evolution, if you don't want to think about it, you will be basically wiped off the face of the World Wide Web. So it's a digital selection that we're talking about. There's Darwin right there, peace out. So you really need a digital strategy in order to survive. If you're a brand, okay, or an organization, you really have to think, what do you have to do to survive? And then, after this big picture, you have to narrow it down to tactics, digital tactics. Do a better brain, a digital brain, at better communication channels, and so on. And you have to do this because in this digital world, there's a digital stage, and it's Google. Think about it. He's picking the best digital brains, okay, that people are searching for in order to achieve their objectives. And then, okay, so this is a good place to start. Write down this or go to our website and click on the red button. This is a system we created, and it's free for branded organizations to kind of check where they're standing. Right? Strength, weaknesses, and taking it from there. And this is what we're specialized in. We help branded organizations to basically evolve and innovate and get on the right path to survive in this digital world, okay? So, we live at iTip.net. I personally blog and talk about digital strategy at andreavascellari.com. And of course, you can feel free to email me or follow me on Twitter at Vascellari. That's my surname, alright? We're working on a new project. And you can find it at id.net/projectx. You can go there and send us your email. You'll be among the first one to be notified as soon as we launch. I want to thank you very much, and I hope you find this interesting.